What's going on, guys? About a week ago now, I guess, I posted pictures of the chrome delete that I did on a Facebook group, and the pictures showed my door pretty much completely disassembled. All the molding was taken off, door panel was taken off, mirror was taken off, and I had a lot of people ask me why did I go through that much trouble. That I'm sure that took forever. Honestly, it wasn't that hard to take the door apart. By taking the door apart, I was able to ensure that the vinyl got all the way around to the inside and back of the trim, the molding, which is what I was hoping for. So now I'm, a little more confident that it's not going to peel up over time. I threw a number out there that it shouldn't take more than about 3 minutes per door to disassemble. I'm not sure how accurate that number was. I was just kind of throwing it off the top of my head. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set the camera up, open the driver's side door, and we're going to disassemble it. Now obviously it's going to take me a little more than 3 minutes because I'm going to occasionally pick up the camera, show you where the bolts are, show you what the pins and clips look like that need to come out and how to get them out. But hopefully by watching it, you can go back and see how long it takes you. 3, 5, either way, you're looking at 20, 25 minutes tops, in addition to the time it takes to wrap the trim, which, to me, that's not really a whole lot of time. So let me set the camera up, get the door open, and we'll get started. Alright, so first and foremost, the two things you have to do before you can do anything else. There's a little plastic cap back behind this door handle, and there's a little plastic cover. It's on the inside of the handle with a small little flathead. Let's go in from the front. Pry the plastic cap out of the door, and then on the inside of the handle here, let's see if I can get a finger to hold the handle open for me. There we go. Stick the screwdriver right inside the crack there and pop it out. Literally just snaps out. Those two pieces off, you see the 10mm bolt and the Phillips head screw on the inside. Start with the Phillips head screw. So much faster with two hands. And then we're going to take the ratchet, loosen that screw, and then pull that sucker out. Alright. Other than that, those are the only two bolts that are actually holding the door panel on. There is a little rubber stopper right here that's used to dampen the door when it hits the frame. However, I bought the car used, and when I went to remove this stopper, it had been removed previously and it pretty much snapped off. Yeah, it broke right out. Here's the back side of it. So it's one thing I would say to be careful with are these little plugs, because if they snap, you're not putting them back on. But really don't need it, so it wasn't too much of a concern for me. Alright, let me hook you back up to the tripod so you can see the door. Alright, so the door is a series of snaps. I like to grab right around here, right under the light, just give it a little tug, you'll hear the pop. Drag your hand up, give it a little pop, move it out to the door speaker, little pop, and then right up here at the side, if this top portion up here by the mirror doesn't come loose, just reach up there, give it a grab, and then right here, push and pull, and the door panel literally just snaps off the car. Now, the door panel itself, get the camera back out here. The door panel itself is held onto the car by a series of clips. You got the clip for the tweeter right there. I'm gonna push that in, pull it out. So next you have your door lock and window actuators plugs. Let's pull those, push the little pads and pull those out. That disconnects that. Down here at the very bottom, you can see that right there, you have your lower door light. It's really hard to do with one hand. Alright. Push in and pull out. Snap on that one as well. All that's left on the door are the door locking of the door locks and the handle actuator. It's literally just two little pulls. Snap it out. Then you disconnect that one, pull it out. This little knob right here goes in that little hole right there. Just pops out. Once that's loose, the door panel comes out. Once the door panel's out, you got one more screw up here in the corner. We're gonna grab that, get that loose, so we can start the window trim. Alright, there's that screw. Lay it down over here. Don't mind the dirty ass floor. It is what it is. Haven't had time to really clean it lately. Alright, so this first inner trim has a little recession that goes inside the window frame here, and a little recession in the window frame here. It also covers up the tweeter. So if you grab right here and you pull forward, that snap comes out and that loosens that up. Alright, so before you start, first thing you should actually do is put the window down. That's one thing I forgot to do. So, window's now down, so now I can continue showing you what exactly has to happen here. So, if you go around to the front, you'll see right here, there's a little crack. You can get your fingers in there, and it separates the outer trim from that plastic molding on the back side of the door. If you look right here, you can see that that little molding in the back actually loops over and wraps around the metal frame. So you literally have to just reach in here and push this down to get it to clear the metal frame. Once you get one side started, the rest of it just kind of comes down pretty easy. Once the outer top is done, give it a little pull, and it lifts right out. Come down here to the end. On the inside, there's a little plug. Squeeze that plug. So give a little plug of squeeze. Push it through. And then disconnect this little clip right here behind the tweeter. Right there. Push in and pull out. Now that piece is free of the car. Set that over here too. Yes, I know I sat it on the ground. Don't judge me too much. It's not going to hurt anything. As long as I sat it down nice and easy. The track now just needs to be pulled on the rubber to release it from the car. Pretty quick, pretty easy. Once you get to right there, you don't really need to take anything else off any further. There's some clips down here. There's one here. There's one there. Those clips pop out. Leave them out. They pop out, you don't care to leave them out, just pop them back in, no big deal. And then up here, you got another clip right there. You got a clip here, and a clip here. You don't need to take all those clips out because you have all the space you need now with this disconnected. You can just let that hang right there so you don't pinch your rubber, and leave it as is. That's all you really need to worry about. Move to the outside. Got the same little plastic trim we were looking at earlier. Just grab and give it a tug. It also just pops out of the frame in little channels. And once you get to like right there, you gotta take the mirror off to get the last piece out. The mirror is super simple. It's literally 3 little nuts that gotta come off the studs. Start them, just get them off, just a little twist. Doesn't take much effort. And once they're loose, you can wrench them off by hand. Lay those down. Little clip right here, just unplug the clip. Hold the mirror on the outside. And take this last one off. Sometimes the mirror wants to slip. Other times it won't. There's a little clip right here. Little dowel right here. Just grab the mirror, pull, and release that little slip right there. And then pop that clip through, and the mirror comes off. Once the mirror's off, around the outside, finish pulling this down. You can then take it, fold it inside the car, keep it out of the way. And that shows all of the inner and outer portions of your trim so you can get to it all the way around. And it's quite easy to tuck it from there. And this upper area right here, that does not come loose, but there is a little clip right here. You can see it right there. If you get up underneath that with your finger or a screwdriver and you can loosen it, you can move your thumb around to the outside of the piece. Again, a lot easier with 2 hands. And you can lift up on it. So you can get your tuck tool, credit card, whatever you're using underneath to get that vinyl to lay inside smoothly. So the back door requires significantly less work to get everything taken off. So with the window down, starting on this far corner right here, there are a series of clips, just like on the front door. If you grab and slightly pull, you'll see the clips coming loose. 1, 2, 3. And you see this one right here, and this one right here, and that one right there. I didn't bother clipping those back in because I just got lazy. But I'll do that when I turn this video off now. So you can tuck around the back side here, and then your top is just like the other door. It's nothing but a series of track all the way to the end. Take off that last screw, and this folds down about right here, so you can get access to everything else up here on the top. As for the inside trim, right here, you don't have to take anything off the back side. You literally just have to grab this, separate it like you did the front door, and just pull it down and out. And you can now access the inside of the track on the outer portion of the door as well. So the back doesn't have any need to take off the door panel. No need to take off this upper trim piece. It's all just clips and channels that the rubber feeds through. And so the back doors are way easier. Alright, so I got the door put back together completely. Everything is tightened. It's all back in there. No shortcuts. everything's locked down. I'm gonna take my phone and get the timer. I'm gonna set my timer to 3 minutes, and I'm gonna start. So let's see how quick this goes. And we're off. How much longer it takes after my alarm went off. And the last piece of the trim is out. Total time, there goes my door. Total time is 1 minute and 40 after, so 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So it took an extra, 1 minute and 40 seconds compared to what I said it would have took earlier. But, it is what it is. Still pretty quick, shouldn't take long. So, stupid door. So yesterday, I was working with a razor blade, and I sliced my finger open pretty wide, pretty deep. It stopped bleeding for a while, but I guess the cable pulled the skin far enough and it caused it to bleed again. No big deal. Probably could have went into 3 minutes if I would have had a second thumb that I could have pressed with, but I had to switch to my left hand for all the clips, so that was an issue. Yeah, so hope this is helpful. Hope people find it informative, and I hope that when you go to do your Chrome delete, that it's just as easy for you.